Like I said, you guys, I'm Nathaniel Kenner. I will serve as the 2020-2021 head drum major for the SBots of the South. I'm a rising junior for this upcoming fall, and I would like to talk about the leadership opportunities, and then you had Xavier talk about, the respect. Respect is the biggest thing that comes with anything in life. Treat people how you want to be treated. You know what I mean? And like when that respect, like especially when it comes to being a drum major and everything, and anything you're doing, like being a leader in life, period. You just respect people because that's how you want to be treated. I know, especially
are joining us this morning. Again, we want to thank you guys for coming in. So again, my name is Timothy Walker. I am the head percussion section leader at Jackson State University. I am a senior music technology major from Memphis, Tennessee, and plan on becoming a studio engineer, producer, and artist. So what we're gonna get into today, pretty much, we're gonna talk about like some fundamental exercises. I'm gonna show you guys some technique, probably some music, some reading skills with music. We're gonna talk about like a little bit of scholarship opportunity, and just make sure you guys got some sticks and pad ready. And we're gonna do a little Q&A thing. Cool. You can see the exercise pretty well, Michelle?
Yeah.
Cool. So just go ahead and start it. Start right here, measure 1, and then you're gonna end right here and measure 6. Like I said, it's pretty simple. Go ahead and give it a try.
All right. I got something to say.
What's that?
I can't read music.
That's fine. That's why I'm helping. That's why we're here today. So with this first measure, starting with these, we're gonna keep it right here. All right. So now we're gonna add the last beat, which is the 8th note. So nobody, strawberry, berry, apple.
Okay.
Great job. Great job. I love you. So,
good morning to everybody. As Mr. Johnson said, I am Chloe Crowley. I'm the director of the Prince and J-Sette, and we're excited to have you with us today. I'm gonna let Amber, who is a current Prince and J-Sette, introduce herself.
Hey everybody, my name is Amber Johnson. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. I am a junior criminal justice major, and this is my second year as Prince and J-Sette.
5, 6, engage the stand leg. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pulse for 16. 1, 2. Push it out. 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. Other side.
Do you have like any advices for like out-of-state students that are willing to come all the way out and just have a new experience, especially somewhere where they don't know, especially joining like a team,
Mm-hmm. You're saying to go to college in a different place, somewhere that you're not used to?
Yeah, and joining your experience, like J-Sette, like how do you think that will any advice, what I'm trying to say?
Well, I will say that just my experience, and this is what, just with anything in life, you can always go home, but you'll never have the experience of actually going out unless you actually do that. And so I feel like people can move anywhere, but home will always be home for you. So it's always good to challenge yourself and step outside your comfort zone. But the other thing is to always be prepared for wherever you're gonna go.
Right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. As you know, my name is Rajel Robinson. I am one of the trumpet section leaders in the SBots of the South. And as for the agenda this morning, I'm just gonna touch up on some things that will help you when you pick up your horn to start practicing and so forth. And so,
hello, my name is Tremaine One from Mississippi, and this question is prior from what my band director told me. Her name is Leslie Holmes. She played clarinet for Jackson State at one point in time, and she said that as a trumpet player, I have a problem with my breathing. Like I'm determined breathing from your diaphragm. She says I breathe more from my chest. Is there any way that y'all can like an exercise or some kind of technique to do to get for me from using my chest to more of my diaphragm?
Again, just to kind of piggyback and hopefully help out as well. Dr. Little and I have both taught K through 12 as well. So I was a middle school band director for a very long time. So of course we had a lot of students that had some of the same issues that you're dealing with. You talked about your diaphragm. The first thing is to know what the diaphragm is. The diaphragm is like a sheet of muscle underneath, kind of like your rib cage. And what it does, when you breathe, it basically snatches down a lot of stuff in your innards and allows your lungs to expand. So you don't breathe with your diaphragm. Air goes into your lungs. Your diaphragm just kind of pulls things out of the way so that you can breathe. So one of the good things that you can try, and you're gonna look a little strange, but that's okay. If you sit, when you're breathing, try your best to actually poke your stomach out of the way so that when you breathe, you can feel your lungs expanding as much as possible. It's gonna feel really weird and when you start, but what's gonna happen when you're sitting there and you're making yourself breathe like that, you can sit a hand here, and as you howl coming in and you hoo out, you're gonna notice you'll start feeling it to expand. It's something that you're gonna have to do for quite some time, and then it's gonna become second nature. It's not gonna be.
All right, so as Mr. Johnson previously stated, my name is Jakari Brown. I'm a senior music education major here at Jackson State University, and I'm the head trombone section leader here at Jackson State University. And now this time, this lip slur, we're gonna start in first position, and then we're gonna go down to the second position, trying to basically maintain the same pattern. So this is basically what I'm gonna give you. You got that? You basically see the pattern? Try it. Okay, good. Now we're gonna.
How y'all doing? My name is Sean Harris. Just to give y'all a little bit of introduction of myself, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I went to Southwest DeKalb High School. I joined the Jackson State Band in the fall of 2017. So this is my fourth year. I'll be a senior this year, and this is my second year as a section leader. So, yep. Let's go ahead and get started.
Just fine.
All right. So my question is, if you have asthma, would it affect your breathing?
Actually, when it comes down to that, I'm asthmatic myself. Doing these breathing exercises will actually almost, I don't want to say heal, but it'll help your asthma. Like, since I've been in band, I haven't really been having asthma attacks as I did when I was asthma, not tremendously, but it definitely will make a difference. And it shouldn't really tear you down when it comes down to getting through something. The more you work it, the more you'll be able to do it. Yeah.
All right, I want to start off by saying good morning to everyone. And I'm excited about today. I'm introducing myself, as Mr. Johnson said. My name is Jemiah Case. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm a sophomore at Jackson State University. And I want to start off by saying congratulations to all the recent graduates that we have some in here. You know, you just graduated high school, you did a great thing. And I look forward to today's presentation. I hope to be as educational as possible. I hope I say something that stick with y'all forever as musicians. Again, what are some of the most important characteristics of a tuba player and why? If you want to unmute yourself, go ahead and answer that question.
I'd say that it's having a nice, solid tone quality and being able to play loud at the same time. You want everybody to be able to hear you and still sound nice at the same time.
All right, good answer. Anybody else? Anyone else?
Clear tone and also have a presence.
All right, great answer.
All right. How would I be able to increase length on my pedals?
Increase length on your pedals?
Yes, get more length.
Just said you have to practice it. You know, it's a saying that says practice makes perfect. So it's like I said, go down chromatically with them long tones. That's how you get better at pedals. You know.
But like you said, my name's Jalen Cromwell. I am a rising senior music education major from Memphis, Tennessee. I've been playing clarinet come August, 10 years. So I've been playing just about half my life. So it's a lot of things that I've learned, a lot of things I've practiced that have made me be the player I am today. And believe me, I still won't give myself the credit. I still feel like it's things that I can do to get better and whatnot. But I'm just going to share some of the things I've learned with you all and whatnot in this session and whatnot. Some important things to remember as a clarinet player or a woodwind player in general is watching your fingers, watching your embouchure, and how you breathe when you play the instrument. So the first thing we're going to talk about is fingerings. Now, raise your hand or send me a message if you guys play the chromatic scale and are flipping from like B flat to this B or F to this F sharp and not using the correct alternate fingers or something. Don't lie around the instrument, and it makes it sound a lot fuller and clearer. I'm going to demonstrate the chromatic scale. If I sound bad, don't talk about me, please. Like that. You see what I'm saying? That was the low E to the high G. So.
And I am a junior biology pre-medicine student here at Jackson State University, hailing from the area of Albany, Georgia. And we want to welcome you and thank you for joining our saxophone session of the high school virtual band camp, tone development and sound. And I have a question for you all, and I want you to answer in your best, in your own way. What is tone?
Well, I feel
I like that answer. What about you, Jordan Reese?
The sound your instrument produces.
Okay, I like all of those answers. I do. And all of y'all, no answer is a wrong answer, and all of y'all are in that same ballpark. And we like to define.
In the scale pattern, I want you to go. Can you do that?
I can try.
It's 16 notes for every note. Yeah, try. I want you to try. That was really good.
All right, hey everyone, welcome to the 2020 High School Band Camp, the virtual version. I'm very excited to be teaching you all. A brief introduction about myself. My name is Paula Martinez. I will be an upcoming senior this fall. I am the head section leader for the piccolo section. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I just want to break some of these concepts down, help y'all understand for the most part what they are and how they play into playing the instrument and getting a good sound out, because that's really important when you play the flute or the piccolo. Air, your tone, the way you sound, intonation. I think we all know these are basic concepts, but I just want to help y'all understand them a little more. So let's start with tone development. Okay, well, so your embouchure is basically the way you position your mouth to set up to play. Yes, exactly. Great answers. So when you play, let's pretend that this is a head joint. You don't want to be too slanted. You don't want to be too far down when you play your mouth. I know.
Just a little bit of background about myself. My name is Mr. Kevin Johnson. I did teach K-12 high school and middle school band for 13 years before I started working at Jackson State University. So I definitely understand and appreciate you guys being in the trenches with the students that you guys send to us as well. So we definitely come from the same struggles. We do understand those things. Let's go ahead and start with Captain Obvious being obvious. The first thing is pick the right song. I had the opportunity to sit in with Mr. Sargent from FAMU, and when he said that everything just isn't suitable to be played, it took a lot of me not to start cartwheeling when he said it, because I was just so happy that it came from another source. And I think that a lot of times we tend to get wrapped up in that, not just even marching percussion. This is an arrangement that I did. I won't play the whole thing because it's about 4 minutes, but I actually have footage of my band playing this one. And if you were able to see it, this was a middle school, an arrangement that I did with my middle school students, but I have full concert percussion, and I'm using some of the tactics and things like that I've talked about. For instance, here, the piece is Human Nature by Michael Jackson. It was a medley that we played. I didn't necessarily have the dexterity inside of my woodwind section to play the little introduction part, so I ended up having the tuck part, so to speak.
Overall prowess with drill writing. So again, we're going to work with some things from a very minimal standpoint, and then we're going to kind of expand from there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, obviously, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And again, as always, towards the end, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. And just like Mr. Johnson stated previously during his presentation, we don't pretend to know everything. We are always growing, we are always developing. But however, I just want to share some things that have worked with me over the years. Just a little bit about myself. I came to Jackson State in 2012 as assistant band director, and I was promoted to associate director of bands in 2013. And then I was promoted to marching band director in 2015. And during that particular time, that's when I had the opportunity to start writing drills for the Sonic Boom of the South. And I was a fish out of water. I was starting off from square one for your students. All right, so the next thing is understanding the importance of drill and having a deep interest. Okay, so we already talked about that, and it can be actually applicable to the first thing that I talked about, and understanding drill chart and paper. And we're going to go into that in just a second. I'm going to be using software called Poware. A lot of you guys are probably familiar with that. Okay, so that's something that's general. Also, you see the yard lines, if you will, that you would see on an actual football field or an actual field that you would utilize when doing your show. Okay, so let's just deal with these lines right here from a general sense. So if you see in between. All right, so as we trot towards the end of this particular session, I would like to introduce some gentlemen who are on the call here, who actually is very instrumental with making this happen for us. We have Mr. Kevin Johnson, who's our assistant band director and our chief arranger at Jackson State University. A lot of you all probably sat in on his session on yesterday with arranging tips. And we have Mr. Ramon Jackson. He is the administrative assistant in the Department of Music at Jackson State University as well. And so without these gentlemen, this whole virtual band camp would not be what it is today. So I would just like to say thank you to those gentlemen. All right, gentlemen, so please stay in contact, and ladies, because I see we have some ladies on the call as well. Please stay in contact with us. Visit our website at www.sonicboomofthesouth.com and pull down our emails, and we'll be happy to share any information that we did not cover. Again, as we know, music is vast and varied. It's never ending. We're always learning. The same thing applies to drill. And so if there's anything that I did not cover that you would like for me to cover in the future, or if you just kind of want to speak one-on-one, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be happy to share that information with you. So I appreciate you guys taking the time out to listen to me today and just, provide some feedback on what we do here at Jackson State. Some things you may be able to use, some things you may not be able to use, some things you may be able to use and fit into your situation. But however, I hope that you found some type of benefit in this session. So thank you guys. Hope you have a great day.